In a lush valley surrounded by towering mountains lived seven sisters who were renowned for their beauty, kindness, and purity. They were known as the Seven Virgins, not only because they had chosen to remain unwed, but also because their hearts were untouched by greed, envy, or malice. Each sister possessed a unique gift. One could sing so beautifully that birds would stop to listen. Another could weave cloth finer than silk. Yet another could heal any wound with her touch. Their village thrived under their care, for they shared their talents freely with all who needed them. But beyond the village lay a great mystery, a sacred spring hidden deep in the forest. It was said that this spring held the power to grant eternal life, but it was guarded fiercely by a powerful spirit named Mwanga, the keeper of waters. One day, a terrible drought struck the land. Rivers dried up, crops withered, and the people began to despair. The elders gathered and decided that someone must seek out the sacred spring and ask Mwanga for help. However, no one dared approach the spirit, fearing its wrath. Finally, the eldest of the seven virgins stepped forward. "I will go," she declared. "If we do not act, our people will perish." Her sisters agreed to accompany her, each bringing her own strength to aid in the quest. Together, they set off on the long journey through the dense forest, guided by the stars above. As they traveled, they encountered many trials. First came a river too wide to cross. The second sister, skilled in weaving, used her talent to craft a bridge from vines and reeds, allowing them to pass safely. Next, they faced a pack of hungry hyenas. The third sister sang a lullaby so sweet that the beasts fell asleep, leaving the sisters unharmed. Finally, they reached the clearing where the sacred spring bubbled forth. There, standing tall and imposing, was Mwanga, the keeper of waters. His eyes glowed like molten gold, and his voice rumbled like distant thunder. "Who dares disturb my sanctuary?" he boomed. The eldest sister stepped forward boldly. "We are the seven virgins, guardians of our village. Our people suffer from a great drought, and we come seeking your mercy. Will you share the waters of life with us?" Mwanga regarded them silently for a moment before speaking. "Your request is bold, but I sense no deceit in your hearts. To prove your worthiness, answer me this. What is more precious than water?" The sisters looked at one another, unsure how to respond. The fourth sister, wise beyond her years, spoke up. "Life itself is more precious than water, for without it, even rivers run dry." Mwanga nodded approvingly. "And what binds life together?" The fifth sister, whose hands healed wounds, answered softly. "Love binds life together, for it gives purpose and meaning to every breath." Again, Mwanga nodded. "And what sustains love?" The sixth sister, whose laughter brought joy to all who heard it, replied with a smile. "Kindness sustains love, for it nourishes the heart as water nourishes the earth." Mwanga gazed at the seventh sister, the youngest, who had remained quiet throughout the exchange. "And you, child, what do you believe is the greatest treasure of all?" With tears in her eyes, the youngest sister knelt before the spirit. "The greatest treasure is hope, for it keeps us moving forward, even when the path seems impossible." Mwanga's stern expression softened. "You have answered wisely, daughters of the earth. Take from the spring what you need, but remember this. Water flows freely, and so too must your gifts flow back into the world." Grateful, the sisters filled their gourds with the sacred water and returned to their village. The drought ended almost immediately, and the fields once again burst with greenery. From that day on, the seven virgins became legends, celebrated not just for their bravery, but for the lessons they taught about life, love, kindness, and hope. It is said that if you venture into the forest today, you may still hear their voices echoing softly among the trees, reminding us all of the importance of sharing our gifts with others.